All right, tegu enthusiasts, I've got a little video for you today. Something that happens, always learning, always watching, always discovering. Turn the lights on here in my lab, which is my bathroom. We got Mac in here in the tub, warm water, a couple inches. He likes just to come in here and soak. So let me tell you a little bit of this story that I thought was interesting now that I've seen the result. Mac has gone potty in here. Mac, with his newfound aggression, mating this year, his maturity, he is 4+ years old. He's kind of turned into a little bit different tegu lizard. I can still handle him easily. I can still control him. He's just on another level now as far as his moods. Let me turn on maybe one more light, get some more light in here. Okay, here's story time. If you follow along and watch my videos, I feed both of my tegus, my male and my female, that are about 3.5 feet long and 4 foot long. That's their lynx, and they're Argentine, black and white South American tegu. This is the black and white tegu, and my other one is a black and white, likely mated with a red Argentine tegu. So she's a red Argentine tegu. But Mac's aggression lately, in 2025, I was feeding him on his fork, which he usually easily takes food off this, and he's not temperamental. But the other day, he decided he wanted to battle with me and just be a pain in the butt. So he locked on to the fork after he had eaten his food, and he wanted to take the fork away from me. So he was pulling it away, and he really bit down on the fork. He really, when I was starting to get it out of his mouth, he was like, "You're not going to do it." So he really bit down, and he cracked and broke the fork into pieces. Plastic fork, not metal. And so the plastic was in his mouth, and I was kind of worried about a plastic piece being in there. So he broke the fork and bit off a piece about halfway down. So he had a quarter of an inch worth of plastic in his stomach now. So I was just thinking, hey, in the wild, tegus eat, prey on the ground and get wood and rocks and things in there, and they pass that with no problems, but it's always a potential for a blockage. So I was thinking, man, if that little plastic piece got turned sideways in his bowel system, his small, large intestines, that could create a blockage. And so I was like, man, I started to fret a little bit, started to worry. And then I was like, man, I'm just going to watch his poop for the next couple of days and then see if I can see it. So he went poop this morning. This was like 2 days ago when this happened. And just right in the water, here is the black plastic piece from the fork. It came out, and there's all this talk these days of microplastics in our bodies and our brains and our organs, and how dangerous it is, and how it causes all these diseases and things that we're seeing now an uptick in. So I was like, Mac's got a big ass piece of plastic in him there, and just think about introducing plastic into the tegu's body. Well, it's out, so thank goodness, and it didn't get turned sideways and create an obstruction. I'm going to drop it. So it's out. I thought I would share with you. And then here's all the contents of Mac's food that he had. He had a baby quail. He had a bunch of different fruit: strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, grapes, watermelon. And Mac's metabolism is much faster than Sassy's. Sassy's about on a 3 to 4 day poop cycle. She eats, about 3 or 4 days later she poops. Mac will sometimes go 1 day later to 2 days later. It's more about 2 days later. So Mac's metabolism is quite a bit faster in some regards. So Mac goes to the poo-poo, goes potty more, eats, and goes to the bathroom faster. So that's pretty interesting. But this is how I put him in. I'm not gonna keep him in there any longer, but I let him go poo-poo in the water. I flush it down the drain, and that way it's a lot cleaner and it's a lot easier for me. But I do this just about every day with Mac, and this is what I was doing with Mac, and Mac didn't go poo-poo in the water, you know, about a week ago, and I was putting Sassy in the water and taking Mac out, and Mac turned on Sassy and somehow got traction on the porcelain and just jumped and got at her, and really damaged the rear part of her tail, bit off the rear portion of her tail, which is devastating. It really devastated me, but it's healing now and it's starting to grow back, her tail. So that's my story day. Bonus footage to show you. Mac didn't used to be like this. Mac will actively come after me, and this is risky because I'm looking through the monitor to have him in the frame of the camera, but he will come after. He didn't used to do this. As he's matured now, he will definitely, like if I'm reaching in here to get the drain out, he'll come after my hand. But now I have him in here, he's aware that he's being filmed or on the camera. He will jump and try to get me. He's trying to hurt me. He's trying to injure me, which is very unusual for Mac. But then I can grab him and hold him, and he's not. He's just being really, really quirky. Really quirky. And this is a dangerous time that you got to be alert and paying attention all the time. So see, I'm over here reaching for the drain, and now he's not doing it, but he turns around really, really fast, and as I'm reaching for the drain, he'll come and try to get my hand. And so that's just very unusual. As you can see, I don't know, hopefully this is just a phase. He's going to get through it, and he's going to become a sweet tegu again, and easily and not have to be, you know, me be as worried that he's in a bad mood or what mood he's in. And but you always got to be paying attention to when you have your reptiles out, because they are animals. They are wild in a sense, and you can get your hand latched on, and that would be absolutely terrible to be bit by a 4-foot tegu, or even a 5-foot tegu, or a 3-foot tegu. Just to add to the video and to talk about his aggression, I had was laying down there in the floor with him in the game room where I keep him, and I had a bottle here of Snapple. It was this colored right here. I had to pour it into here, but I had that sitting on the ground a few feet away from him, and he came out, saw that, ran over and attacked the bottle and started to bite through it, and I had to fight that away from him, and his teeth punctured the plastic. And this is not a very super flimsy bottle. His teeth went into it and punctured it in a couple places, and so it had a small leak, so I had to come in here and pour it into here. But yeah, he went after this bottle and just put his whole mouth around it and started crunching down and flinging his head back and forth. Just unusual behavior for Mac. Maybe a wild tegu, but Mac was born in captivity and raised from a baby up to the age now. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that with y'all on the other end of the camera.